Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Encounters, the number one spiritual UFO talk show. And glad everybody with us here. If you're new to the show, welcome. I'm CmdrAleon. I am a contactee since the 1960s. I had my first contact when I was a kid. Welcome all the new people. I'm also a host for up to 22 years on WESU FM, NPR Pacifica Radio. And also, I am a former writer for Sedona Journal of Emergence here in the United States. I did that for about several years. And I've done also some TV on cable out of Eastern Long Island and also in Connecticut with the Intergalactic TV Network. And let's see, what else can I tell you? I'm also very much awakened out of the closet. I came out of the closet over 20 years ago, that I actually, longer than that. When I was a kid, I briefly came out of the closet and said I was from Mars. And then I went underground with that until I got older. And then I came out of the closet on my radio show over 22 years ago and stated I was from Mars originally and came here to Earth. And so if you're watching the show, welcome. Good to have everybody with us. It's going to be a good show. Lucas Jackson, good evening. Lisa, good evening. And if you watched last night's show, all our shows are on my YouTube channel. I've just caught up with everything. Last night's show is phenomenal. You should, when you get a chance, watch the show from last night on my YouTube channel. And I had a number of great guests on. And also with Michelle, who had been a person that had been having problems with the Zeta, and a really bad problem. Last night we definitely not only took the implant out of her body, but we went after the Zeta with beams of light from the palms of my hand. And I also posted a segment of that show on my main page here on my bio page. You'll see a little brief clip of her and I exchanging in the final parts of that situation after we took the implant out. So it's good to have you with us here. I've taken out many. That was the most amazing thing I had to do, because I knew that we were dealing with a lot of these Zeta that were kind of entrapping her in a way, and so she's now free. Good evening, Marlene. Good evening, everybody. So, and thank you, Rachel. Hey, Scrubs. Good to see you. So I want it to be, I'm like always amped up now, really amped up now. I'm becoming more amped up in my own physical being. And I realize that the word busting the matrix means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. When I operate in my space consciousness, nothing can stop me anyway. But when I'm operating in my space consciousness, my cosmic Christed consciousness, which I am always, but in the space consciousness part of me, I am so amped up that there's nothing that can stop me. And I can tell you, hey, Kate, I got this tiny pink clear crystal left by my mirror in my room. I've been getting all different. Interesting, Kate. Kate's in Scotland. Kate, I had a few nights ago worked with her in Scotland, and I removed an implant, cleared the energies in her home and around her property as well. I did that with Kate just a few nights ago. She says, I've been getting many different things. Feathers counseling. Interesting. I meant, I'm not sure what that means. I meant COUNS. Good evening, Alexi. Oh, coins, feathers. Oh, okay. I understand. Hello, Autumn. Good to see everybody coming in here. Let's amp it up here. Let's, you mean coins. Okay. And, yeah. So it was coins, other different crystals, different colors. Interesting. We're doing good, Helen. Greeting, Jojo. Good evening to everybody coming in here. Good evening, all the new people, all the people that have been with us before. Good to have you all with us here. And like I said, it was quite a show last night. Hey, Ozzy, good to see you. You know, what I do is disclosure. Let's put it this way. When I come out and do these things, when I come out into my space consciousness, what I'm showing you is who I am. Okay. There are many, many people, they might be very quiet. They were sent here to Earth to, I always like to use the word liberate the planet. I like that word. I like to liberate the planet. And liberating the planet means liberating human consciousness of millions and actually billions of people, not millions, the whole planet. That's a lot of work. Last night was very, very interesting. Let's see, Manjot Sidhu. How you doing, Manjot Sidhu? So they're already revealing themselves individually. The space people are contacting people right now on an individual basis. And that's the way it should be. So it's starting as a gradual thing, so people don't get freaked out over it. So as people gradually get contacted, they can now have a sort of a communion with that space family that they're connecting. So if you get contacted by specific space people of a higher frequency, then that means that you are connected to that particular group of people. So hey, Skynet, so there's no such thing as aliens, but we are Starseed. Starseed is who we are. If you are Starseed, if you don't know what Starseed is, it means you came here purposely and decided to come here on some sort of an assignment to either be an environmentalist. You might be somebody who, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate that. So we have many of you, no one's excluded in this. Everybody has something to offer this planet. That's why you came here. You might not like the fact that you're here. You might say to you, I've heard people say, I'd like to get out of here and go home. It doesn't work that way. Because before we came here, we agreed to come here. And when we agreed to come here, we had a human life. We have a human life. We do different things. We might be married. We might have girlfriend, boyfriend, kids, whatever, grandparents. We chose to be here, whether our job is good or not good. We chose to be here and experience Earth. Now that we experienced Earth, now we're ready for something different, which is to liberate the planet. Now we know why we're here. We know the problems on the planet. Now it's basically time to liberate the planet. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. So as I am so amped up now, and it's just like, I'm just amped up. There's nothing going to stop the commander from being the way I am now, because I'm getting downloads of energy that are going in and what's the word I should use? The energy is kind of absorbed into my body of light, and it is activating many, many more cellular structures within my own body. Gary, good to see you. And many of you are going to have that happen too. You might wake up one morning and say, wow, I got all this energy. I feel like, it's a merging of all this light energy coming into my body. We're at that point. Hey, Bev, good to see you. Everybody coming in here. There's no turning back now, brothers and sisters. No turning back whatsoever. We got to get the show on the cosmic road, so to speak, right? It's just where we are. It's just where we are. Last night was a good example of situations. And my last guest with Ether which was a consciousness, an energy, an intergalactic energy, not an AI, that was very interesting. We're doing really good, Georgia Peach. Hope you're doing well. We're going to have her back on again, and we're going to actually have one person at a time ask questions regarding themselves, and it's going to be interesting. We're going to do that again, and we're going to plan out a show with that. And I think that'd be pretty cool. Hey, Mazzella, good to see you. Everybody coming in here. If I haven't, said hello to you. Hello, Alan. Hello, Lackstar. What show are we getting on the road? Every day we're getting the show on the road. People need to watch last night's show on my YouTube channel, Astro Command Spaceship News. Watch that show. It's downloaded on my YouTube channel when you get a chance, anytime, day or night, and watch the whole show. You're going to be blown away. But then you should be blown away with all the shows. Pat Edwards says, I meditated last night. I saw the blue sky that you said. I actually slept some. So let me mention something about this. I think it was ether. It was the name of the consciousness, the energy. It was not an AI, computerized, generated, whatever. Because kind of you know how I am about AI. But as I stated before about Mars, and we talked about Mars a little bit in the response by the energy, that Mars is regenerating the planet. That Mars does not have a red sky. There are people that will say, "Oh, Mars has a red sky. It doesn't have a blue sky." Mars has a blue sky. Why does it have a blue sky? Because there's oxygen on Mars. They don't want you to know that, right? Mars has oxygen. Did anybody not know this? That Mars has oxygen. The planet where I came from has oxygen on it. They did make a mistake a literally long time ago. They're fixing what they did in a good way. They're regenerating vegetation, everything. It takes time, but Mars does have oxygen. And it also has a blue sky, contrary to what we were taught about the so-called red planet. The red planet. It's supposed to be just red on the ground and red in the sky. The sky's not red. Mars does not have a red sky. It has a blue sky. It has an atmosphere. It has even sometimes you see clouds in its atmosphere like you would see on Earth. Now, the oxygen on Mars, on the planet where I come from, is a little less densified in terms of, what's the word I should use? The oxygen is there. It's actually a little less oxygen, but the oxygen does exist on Mars. And people on Mars, with their bodies and their inner bodies, the way they're built with their lungs and everything, can breathe that oxygen because they were born there. So their bodies are acclimated to the oxygen on Mars. It's kind of like Earth. That's correct. So the planet where I come from, originally before volunteering to come here, has a oxygen, and people can go out if they wish to. On the surface, there's some parts of Mars where people are seen, but you'll never see it on NASA's Land Rover. They're never going to show you. Well, once in a while it does, and then NASA tries to blank it out. But there are people that are on the surface of Mars. They walk on the surface. And anytime you hear that Mars is an uninhabited planet that used to have life on it, do not believe anything that's said about that, because it's not true. Take it from me. I come from Mars originally. I also am with the Ashtar Command. Jess, thank you. I'm very dedicated to the Ashtar Command. I'm dedicated because I came here willingly to experience what's happening here, as many of you have. Yes, my beingness on Mars is a little bit taller than I am here, but on Mars they are human. No matter what anybody says, different people saying, "Oh, they look like they got scaly skin and all this stuff." That's not true. That's misinformation. The Martian population is human, very spiritual, very loving, and they look just like you and me. Yeah, nobody can. Whoever's saying they're looking to build communities on Mars, that's not going to happen. The Martians will not let anyone from Earth start building and basically colonizing Mars or any other planet. It's against universal law anyway to try to colonize another living planet with people on it. So who's ever doing that, they're dreaming. They're not going to be able to do it. Laxstar. So Ashtar Command is the highest level of galactic, cosmic, Christed consciousness space beings, men and women. They come from many different planetary systems, and I've been with them all my life before I came to Earth. I've been an intergalactic communicator on one of the main ships, and I came here with my excitement for communications. I studied communications because on here we don't have the same communications that we have on the ship. We have intergalactic communications using very crystallized structures of communications between many, many different planetary systems. And if it sounds like I'm going too high up on that, let me know. Yeah, that's why he was feeling. Yes, Kate. Hey, John Jones. Everybody coming in here? Oh, yeah. UFO now. Okay, yep. I'm just trying to catch up with everybody. Welcome, everybody. If I didn't see it, that is wonderful to hear. Why is Elon Musk? Elon Musk is not going to do anything. He's going to fail at any attempt to try to go to Mars and try to infiltrate the planet. All these Earth-based people with all their money and so forth, they're not going to do anything. They'll be prevented from even coming near Mars. Now, Land Rover is one thing, but trying to colonize a planet is against universal law. It doesn't matter whether it's Venus, Mars, a planet out beyond our solar system. It's against universal law. They cannot do it. Yeah, his rockets have failed. Which tells you something, right? No, they don't work on Mars. On Mars, people don't have to work. Just like on other planets beyond Earth, there's no such thing as malls or working or with being in an office building. The Martian population is free of all that. Everything is shared. Vegetables, everything is grown. They're vegetarians, and they don't have a need for money. Money is not needed. Not on Mars. I think it's crazy that he's trying to keep humanity from going extinct. Yeah, it is crazy. Because we're not going to be going extinct anyway, because our planet is going to have contact at some point soon. It's already happening individually. There's individual people, I'm sure, in this room that have had physical contact with space people. I'm absolutely certain of that. In the 3 years I've been doing this, on TikTok at least, I'm certain of that. And even before I was on TikTok, I know people personally have had direct contact. Yes, Manjot Sindhu. There'll be a conversion point when we do have major contact. When that happens, it's going to jolt society of this planet to a great deal where people are going to have to readjust their consciousness. And by that point, people will be starting to readjust their consciousness from a work-based planet where people are absorbed with working and everything else to a planet where people are gradually going to realize that we're not here supposed to be working on Earth. We're supposed to be, learning about the universe and traveling and seeing different things and learning about other societies beyond our own planet and learning about our own planet. So it's going to be way different once we do have major contact. Things are going to change. It's going to be way different, Bazella, you saw me back on the ship last night. I'm going to have to bring you up and tell me what you saw, because I remember I had a dream last night, but I don't remember anything. I just know I slept really well. Jackson Brick, what's the purpose of the space people? Is that your question? Let me bring Jackson Bricks up here. Jackson, well, I can't actually, you're on private, but Jackson, are you trying to ask specifically what is the purpose of the space people connecting with Earth and having contact? Let me see. No, they're not actually the Phantoms 45. Good to meet you. They're not any aliens. They're space beings. They're space people. They don't like to be called aliens. They're men and women like we are. They are space people or light beings. Their transportation is, when I say intergalactic, they don't use like a pencil-shaped spaceship or a space station based on wires and diodes and batteries and whatever. Their mode of transportation is, some of their ships are created by thought. So when I say thought, I know for a fact that the Astro Command can, through consciousness, create a big, huge spaceship with everything they need in it just through consciousness. Now, we as humans don't know how to do that because our consciousness isn't in that state of consciousness to just create something out of form. So let's say I was hungry and I was able to create, a hamburger, French fries, or a sweet potato. I can create that. If I was able to get to that frequency, I can just create it. The spaceship is created through consciousness collectively. Astro Command can create spaceships that are humongous ships with thousands of people on board through consciousness. Those are called living ships. So when we talk about the method of transportation, they also can go through wormholes. They can also quantum leap from one place to the other, way beyond anything Earth-based technology can do. I hope that answers your question. There's a lot of layers to that, but yeah. Yeah, so Lackstar, when you leave here, you're returning to Jesus. So let me explain something, Lackstar, because I know you're new to this. Jesus is a space being. Jesus has a family in outer space. He is a really cool person. He's very humorous, and when we talk about heaven, heaven is really planetary systems that live in peace. So when you go to the what you call the heavenly areas of the universe, those are all the places where there's peace and harmony. That's really the decodement of heaven. So when you decode the word heaven in galactic words, it is a place of peace, galactic peace, cosmic peace, and understanding. So yeah. Who builds the buildings and homes on the planet? The people do. They have, I'm sure, on the planets, they have also technology to build things. But when it comes to the spaceships, some, depending on the planet, can be built, but they're very advanced. Others are actually living ships that are created, Sandra, through consciousness. Mindy, thank you for the gifts. Yeah, Dio, that's right. Yeah, the buildings that are square do hold in the energy. You're correct about that. Very good perception. Let's see here. Good evening, on Toyota. Thank you for the gifts, Tara. I keep being told March to April for landing, contact starting. Well, I'm just waiting not to predict anything. I'm just going with my knowledge that when it's going to happen, it'll happen. And so I do feel that people are individually being contacted. But I'm not going to go too overboard with a specific date. You were up on the ship training for broadcast event. I'm going to bring Bazella on here because now I want to hear about that because she's a contactee. She goes on the ship physically, so I'm going to bring her up if she can come up here because I don't remember a thing. Oh, you're welcome, Anjot. I thank you for your questions. How do you travel long distance on a spaceship, Phantom? Is that the question? I think it is. Thank you so much for that cake, and thank you for the lightning bolt. Mini Stars Z, thank you for the gift as well. So, is your question, Phantom? How do we travel long distance? Francis, thank you. um, let's see. Do you believe that you are the son of Adam and Jacob? I don't believe in 3D religion. So let me explain something. Great questions, Lackstar. So I'm a space person. I'm a human being. I came here from another world. I also work with the Ashtar Command for people, again, that don't know what that is. And I don't assume. Great thing about me is I never assume everybody knows what Ashtar Command is or Ashtar Galactic Command. It's real. It exists. It's the highest level of cosmic Christed human beings from all over the multiverse. So when you say, am I the son of Adam and Jacob? We are sons and daughters of God. And who's God? God is not earthbound. God is not even earthbound. Like I like to always explain to people, there is no beginning and there's no end. What do I mean by that? And for some people say, what does he mean by there's no beginning and there's no end? When you remember who you are galactically and cosmically, you'll realize there is no beginning and there is no end. What does that mean? Let's see if people know what that means. Yeah, God is everything. Heck, Les, God is everything. Right on. God is everywhere. The Creator is everywhere. See, on earth, people have put God in a box for their own religions, and big mistake. Because if you put God in a box, you know, then you do not understand universally the concepts of the cosmic God. I call God cosmic, light, love. God is everywhere, in every planetary system, in every universe, every galaxy. There's it's just everywhere. There's no beginning and there's no end. No beginning, no end. When you realize there's no beginning and there's no end, you'll just be able to live and realize that everything is everywhere and everything exists everywhere. Now, this concept of reality that I'm suggesting here might go over the heads of some people, hopefully not, but I've been downloaded so much information that I'm just throwing it out there because I've been downloaded the information and I need to share it with you. Yeah, and not just to call. Yes, you can call God source. Source is a great word. God is source. God is the creator. All three words relate to, but understand something. Jesus is not God. This is the incorrect understanding of Jesus. Jesus is a space being, a very highly evolved being of light. He has a family. We're all created by God. So if you want to take a galactic definition, I'm going to point this out. Here's the best definition for when you meet your space people that come to visit you physically. They will tell you they are connected to God. They are the light beings, the physical beings, the men and women who come from many planetary worlds. They will tell you they are connected to God. Jesus, I am, you, all of us are connected to God. We're all extensions of God's creation throughout the multiverse. How could we not be? We're just extensions of a beautiful creation of plants, flowers, trees, mountains, planets. Everything is extensions of God. You can't put it in a box and say, this is it. We're all part of it. Every one of us is. You know, the one thing I know Jesus on the spaceship would not want you to say is that he is the sole person, or people say that Jesus is God and created the whole universe. No, Jesus did not create the whole universe. He is, just like us, an extension of God universally. We all are. On Earth, it gets a little bit messed up because of 3D religion, but we're all connected everywhere. Hey, Half Pint, good to see you. Do I think Jesus is the Son of God? I think we're all sons and daughters of God. I think every planet is a part of God. I think every flower, every bee, every butterfly, every monkey, every animal, every seal, every whale, every dolphin, everything is connected to God. We can't make one thing the connection and then everything else is not. We all are. That's my thing. That's my space family would agree with me. They're watching the show right now on a spaceship. They would agree with what I'm saying. Everything, yeah, even the insects. Right to the core. Every drop, every drop. When you know the truth as I know the truth, when I'm getting downloaded, I'm like really sharing stuff with you right now that's really, I think, important on the show. I never know what I'm going to say. Thank you for the gift, Velma. So you might see me at times now really going at it with my downloaded information because I need to clarify things on this planet, the energy. I need to tell people the truth about the fact that everything that we've been told on Earth is not true. It's all been an illusion, a fantasy, created to be some sort of a reality that's not real. Hey, Cliff, good to see you, everybody in here. People need to realize the truth of our existence. The truth of our existence. And what is the truth of our existence? Anybody want to take a shot at it? What's the truth of our existence for human beings? Many of you understand that you are starseed. I've actually defined it for you recently and a number of other times. So number one, yes, we are, Tim, Bruce. We are spiritual beings. Absolutely correct. You got it right on the head there. Tricky Dick, yes, we are love. We are spiritual beings. Elvar, good to see you. We're all one. We are connected. Yes, Rachel, absolutely correct. And the train's going by. Let's see here. Let's see. Phantom is saying, let's see, Phantom, what are you saying here? Nor could it relate to us. No meaningful communications could take place. Let's see here. Hey, Crafters Boutique, good to see you, sister. Commander, is the space person real? They found an egg pod in Antarctica. Yes, Jordan. Yes, the space person is real. And my understanding, from what I understand, based on the released information, that they were living in a European country, therefore they picked up some sort of an accent, but they weren't from Earth. The actual real story. Georgia Peach, can I tell you something about Taria? I'm not sure what that is. Can you explain? Please share and like. Everybody, please share. Also, if you're not following me, go on my main bio at some point tonight. Press the red follow button and the like button, both of those. Thank you. Well, we're all meeting God now. That's a great question. And you know what? I got to bring you up on that one. I can't do that. You're on a private thing there. So I'm going to answer your question. I think it's Ashkar. I'll just call it. I think it's Ashar. Do space people ever meet God? We all meet God. We meet God every day on every planet, every solar system, every galaxy. How do we meet God? You meet God in everything that's created, right? When you see a bird flying, you meet God. When you see a dove flying, you meet God. When you see a dolphin jump out of the water, you meet God. When you see a mermaid, you meet God. God is in everything. God is all of us. You meet God every day. My definition of that is way more expansive than just, let me share a story with you. This is gonna blow your mind. Hey, Steph, good to see you. Yes, Starman, absolutely correct. I'm going to share a story with everybody. Hey, Chesno, good to see you, brother. Spring is here. We'll all be getting together pretty soon, hopefully, for a get-together on the Skywatch thing. But I want to share something. One night, many years ago, up in Litchfield County in Connecticut, it was a cold night. My friend Ashtar Athena and a bunch of us of the Ashtar Command were in a cabin. We must have had about 15 of us, maybe 20. I went outside. I saw all these ships, like it was to the north of me, where I was in Litchfield County, up in a remote area. There was woods and everything, very nice. And as I was outside, I saw a golden spaceship. The golden spaceship was an Ashtar Command ship, but that's not the only thing I saw. Now, when I tell you this story, it's going to blow your mind. Okay, it will blow your mind. When I was looking at the clear nighttime sky with the stars and the one ship to one area, which was an Ashtar Command ship, here's what happened. And I had no camera. I didn't even have time to take a picture. A hand came out of the sky, out of the night sky. This big white hand, came out of the night sky. A hand came out like the hand of God. That's the only way I can look at it. So I see the Ashtar Command golden ship to the southwest of me. All of a sudden, I see this huge light of like a hand coming out and then going back up into nothingness. Okay? I'm telling you, this is a true story. I'm not making this up. When this happened, what I was getting in my consciousness that I just saw. Now, does God have a hand or create a hand? Who do I know? All I know is I was looking at the night sky, and out of nowhere, which totally caught my attention, I was like, what's going on here? I see this hand come out, this white, beautiful hand come out, this huge hand come out of nowhere in the night sky with the stars, and then go back up. Comes down and goes. Are people actually listening to what I'm saying? Are you focused here, folks? Turn off the TV set. Turn off the video games. Are you focused? Turn off the music. Get a little bit focused here. I'm telling you something important. Okay. So the hand comes out of the night sky. Everyone else, all my friend, my Athena, the Venusian friend of mine, Athena, everyone's in the cabin. I'm outside by myself. I see the golden ship, and then the hand comes out of the sky, of the night sky. And I felt, it was amazing. And the first thing I felt was, the first thing I said to myself, that's the hand of God. I just saw the hand of God. Now, look, I would never, ever be the one to say I saw the hand of God, and I can't prove and I don't have to prove anything. I'm sharing a true story with you. Excuse me. And I never did see the hand of what I call the hand of God come out of the sky like that again. But again, understand, we were in a beautiful spot up in Litchfield County, up in the hills, in a log cabin, and we were all Ashtar Command people. We all know each other. We were all together. And that was the most beautiful thing I ever felt. Yeah, it makes you feel divine. Yeah, you know, that's there was a message there, and the message I got from it was that we're all connected, and universally, if God wants to take a form of a light or something on any planetary system or galaxy or solar system, God can do whatever God wants to do. You know, basically, that's the way I got it. On Earth, we have this interpretation of putting God on a dollar bill and maybe a $20,000 bill. I don't know. Our planet's so messed up in the way we think. Not all of us here, but billions of people on the Earth. That's all going to change. We're going through some massive cosmic changes on this planet, and people need to get ready. You know. Oh, thank you, Palladium Rainbow. People really need to get ready. The gifts my father gave me on the ship, I've been learning how to use those for the last few months. I'm still learning what energies and gifts I have through the palm of my hands. I am learning. You know, I still am here to learn. And that's the thing. And that's why on this show we're dealing with so many different variables here. With people documenting spaceship activity, people having contact, people that are for disclosure and want the truth. All these things are so important, right? Be ready so you don't have to get ready. That's absolutely right, Tim. Be ready so you don't have to get ready. Oh, yeah, I believe that too, Half Pint. Yeah, we never stop learning. If we stop learning, then things get stagnant. We should never stop learning. I never ever say to myself anywhere or even here that I know everything, because I don't. If I knew everything, I would. I just don't. Nobody does. How do we get ready perfectly fit? Well, first of all, if you're perfectly fit, no pun intended, you're doing good. The other way to get ready is through meditation, like maybe 20 minutes of meditation a day. But in the meditation, you need to listen to higher frequencies of music, vibrational patterns of music. These are the things I listen to get my day started. And then at night, you can do it again before you go into sleep. Go into a meditative state. However you do that, do some breathing exercises, and allow yourself to connect with your cosmic self within you, which is your higher self within you, which will allow you to be ready when the time comes for contact. Then you'll be able to have the contact. That's how you get ready. Very simple things. Nothing has to be complicated. When I do my workshops and I take people off planet, I don't make it complicated at all. I get them relaxed, and I take them on a Merkaba state off their physical body out into space. I physically do this in my workshops. And they keep a journal, and they come back and they write down what they had experienced, and they remember every single detail. Every single detail. Hey, Karen, it rained dirt here, Commander. Everything was covered here in Ohio. That's pretty weird, Karen. Oh, that's never heard that before. Rain dirt to the ground level. That's really kind of weird. Can anyone do what? Go off planet, Kelly, and in Merkaba state? Yes. You just have to practice. In my workshops, usually within 10 minutes or so, I have everybody off planet in a Merkaba state. It only takes me about 10 or 15 minutes. Well, Terry, God didn't allow us to believe anything. God just created everything. God didn't give us, tell us, okay, you must believe this. God doesn't get himself. God never got involved in any planet in what we believe. We created our belief systems on our own, and we gave the free will of belief systems. So now that we're waking up, we realize that we've been lied to. So God had nothing to do with that. We're the ones who were being taught in schools what to believe, and therefore we did. But eventually now, in 2025, many of us realize that those things are not true. Let's see. Let's see what Karen's saying. So Karen, if you have a picture of that, I'd like to see that too. Jen says, we had that before because of pollution. Yeah, that's really wild. The raining of dirt. I've got to drink some apple cider here while I'm talking. And happy Wednesday to everybody. If you're over in Europe, it's probably Thursday morning already. Sandra, right. We need to be helping each other. Meditation, small piece, helping others, and being kind more important. That's actually true. Oh, here we go. I'm getting rid of the TikTok coin person. Bye bye, TikTok coin person. You're probably a automated system. School. When we're kids, it's the main way to make us forget who we are. Yes. Rogue says, I was very confused as a young person. Yeah, most definitely. And when I do my workshops this year, I'll let people know where they're being held in Connecticut. Oh, okay. Caleb says it was said that the dirt rain was from the dust storms in Texas. Interesting. Yeah, I hope that dust storm doesn't come towards New England. I don't want to see it anywhere. Hey, Germany, good morning. How are you? Good to see you, Mama Gaga. Good to see you. I need to know what happened to me and my son. Lost time and visitors that night. Let's bring you up here and see if we can find that out. Georgina. Okay, so this is the way it works. We're going to bring Georgina up. This is Encounters. I have a feeling this is going to be a really important story. And we're going to bring Georgina up. And again, you have to be over 18. No foul language or cursing on the show. No drinking on the cameras. No being drunk on the show. No smoking on the show of any sort. No paranormal discussion. No politics. No religion. All right, so I'm going to bring Georgina up. Georgina says, I need to know what happened to me and my son. Lost time and visitors that night. Oh, you're watching Encounters. Are you there?
Yeah. Hi.
Give me 1 second. I got to turn my iPod.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I should have you back in here. Let's see. Okay, we're back. Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Let me bring the volume up. Okay, I got you. Now I have my headphones working. So, hi, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing fine.
Good.
um,
And I want to talk about what happened. Can you tell us? Can I bring you on camera?
sure.
Okay, let me do that here. I'm pressing the little camera button here. Just press save and it'll bring you right on.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Good evening. So tell us
Hey.
about what happened. That sentence got me curious.
Okay. It was in the 90s in California, and me and my son were driving from San Jose, California to Stockton. And it's about an hour and a half drive. Well, I stopped at the gas station before I went home, called my sister, and said, okay, I'm on my way home. And then me and my son, after we passed the Livermore Labs tunnel, it's not there anymore, but there was. Um, we don't remember anything, but we woke up on the side of the road, right next to our exit in Stockton, and
Hmm.
we were crying as if we missed somebody. Not that we were scared or bad things happened, just like
Huh.
we left somebody we loved. And
Hmm.
yeah, and it didn't end there. And that night, bright lights. bright lights going through, but they didn't hurt. They're just bright lights.
Mm-hmm.
And I was semi awake. I didn't know. And at the edge of my bed, I could feel somebody, like when they hit it with their knee to wake you up.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I felt that. And I kind of thought I saw tall, little, and then I was out. But
yeah.
when I woke up again, the my fiance I had was in a fetal position and said that they took you and I couldn't stop them.
Oh my gosh. So you say, well, these did they have the big heads with the big eyes? Do you remember?
Actually, all I saw were the shadows, and then I was out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're out.
Yeah.
And now, are you saying your husband was in a fetal position on a what was
My fiance at the time. Yeah,
and where was
yeah.
he? Was he inside or outside? Where was he located?
Inside our room,
Okay.
inside our bedroom, and he was crying. Yeah,
Hmm.
he's really
And
scared.
but he saw the beings take you, correct?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
So this so many years ago, and you remember. Obviously, you don't forget things like that.
No.
So you don't have to forget, but you had. But it sounds like you might have had missing time, correct?
The what?
Missing time? Did you have missing time?
The same time?
No, did you have missing time? Like
Oh
missing
yeah.
time is like
Oh, that's a different part. Okay, it takes about an hour and a half, maybe a little less, to get to Stockton from San Jose. We made it home in 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yes. I called my sister. She
That's
says, "There's no
crazy.
way you could be home."
Right, 15
And we
minutes.
were. Yeah.
And the normal drive, folks, is how long between point A and point B if you were just normally driving?
Um, from San Jose to the Livermore Labs, let me see. Right after we went to the underpass, that was it. We don't remember
You don't
anything.
remember.
Uh-uh.
But normally it would be about an hour drive from one place to the other, or 2 hours?
Yes.
An hour to
Yes.
2 hours. That's regular Earth-based driving. So
Just regular driving, hour.
you got back to where you were in 15 minutes. That normally takes
Yes.
an hour or 2 hours.
Uh huh.
Now the other thing, I'm a little bit confused. So, one person, Sandra's saying they thought you were in the bed when this happened. You were driving.
No, no, no. The bed scene happened after that
Oh,
same night.
okay. So
Yeah.
okay, so the driving first, the bed thing, Sandra, was later. So this
Yes.
can if you can. So you're on the road. Normally, a normal driver is driving from Livermore
Yeah.
to wherever, about an hour's driving my vehicle. You ended up having just missing time. You ended up back at your location, and then you got to go back into your home, into your bed. You got to your location in 15 minutes, folks. That normally takes about 2 hours, correct?
Well, an hour and a
Roughly
half.
an
Oh,
hour and a
depending
half
on
or whatever.
driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, depending on how fast you drive, okay.
Mhm.
Um, so this is interesting. No matter how long ago this was,
In
let me ask you a question. Go
the
ahead.
90s. Yeah.
The
Uh huh.
90s.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about the story because I think there's more to it, and then I'm going to give you my observations.
Hold on. I didn't get to hear that. What?
Yeah, I'm going to give you my observations. I'm listening really carefully to your story, and I think there's more to it. So I'm going to let you speak, and then as I get to understand it more, I'm going to potentially give you an observation, and also possibly want to get your permission to scan you for implants.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So what else happened? Give us. I know there's more to this. It's okay.
Okay. Um, yeah, that's it. And the bright lights were in the hallway, but the kids never woke up again.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, and that's pretty much it. We got home. I called my sister. She said, "There's no way you could be home." I'm home.
Hmm.
Listen, here's my kids are in there in the background. Going, yeah. I have
Yeah.
six. I have six sons.
6 sons. Oh wow.
Yeah, and yeah, the one that was with me grew up to be a Marine and did two tours of Iraq.
Oh, we honor your son for that too.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
You
Yeah.
know, so now the question would be, I have a feeling I sense your energy because I am a space being. I work in space consciousness. I feel that there possibly are implants, and I would like your permission to scan you for implants and take the implants out.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
appreciate that.
All right. I will do this unconditionally. And I want to tell people that everything I do, I don't have crystal balls. I don't have wands. I don't have cards flipping in the air. I don't wear a turban. And I'm not a snake charmer. So what you're going to see here is me in space consciousness, Ashtar Command consciousness, into cosmic Christy consciousness. And we're going to help Georgina and we're going to scan her because I do believe there are implants. I don't know yet if it's one or two, but we're going to do this. If you watched my show last night, watching on my YouTube channel, you saw that I took out an implant with a person on my show, and I also went after the Zeta who were really tormenting her quite a bit. So I want you to close your eyes. I want you to breathe in through your nostrils. Breathe in through your mouth and breathe out of your nostrils. The opposite. Breathe in and breathe out of your nostrils 3 or 4 times, or whatever you want to do in the breathing exercise until you feel comfortable. Okay? And what we're going to do, everybody, is if you're watching my show for the first time, I use the palm of my hands here. This is real. And I will scan the person for implants. If I do get to the implant, they'll feel it. They'll feel the light beam energy. And I will be able to neutralize the implant no matter where they are. From where I am in Connecticut, anywhere in the world, I can do this. I will neutralize the implant that the Zeta put into them, and I will take the implant out, and I will transform the energy within their body and their consciousness. Okay. So I'm going to let you get into a comfortable place.
Sorry.
Okay. That's okay. So we'll start. We'll have you close your eyes, get comfortable, relaxed. Take a deep breath a couple times in and out of your nostrils. And when you're totally relaxed, we'll start working on scanning you.
Okay.
Okay. So I want people to really pay attention here who are watching the show. It's really important that you're watching the screen in terms of educating yourself and understanding what I do here. It's really important. So as you close your eyes, and your eyes need to be really closed, I want you to turn off your brain. I know the brain works all the time, but we need to turn it off and let it go for now. So as you turn off your brain, I want you to relax, be at peace. Everything will be okay. Everything we do will be okay. You're surrounded by nothing but light, nothing but light. In a minute, I'm going to beam energy into the forehead, around your head. I'm amping up the beams of light to you. I'm going to amp it up now. In a few minutes, you'll feel it. When you feel it, you let me
Yes.
know. You feel it now a little bit? Good, good, good. We're now going to penetrate that beam of light into your around your head and around your back of your neck. We're going to scan you as I go down slowly. I will find the implants and you'll be able to respond and tell me, Commander, stop. I can feel the implants when I get to a certain spot. I will stop and I will neutralize the implant. I'm scanning your head first. And I will go back and forth until I actually find the implant, and I will find it and I will neutralize it. I'm now scanning around your neck area. I'm pretty sure there's an implant, but I'm doing a full scan first. And then I will be guided to where the implants are. I will stop myself and you will feel it. You'll feel the beam of light hitting the implant and you'll say, Commander, or you'll say something like, Commander, stop there. So now we're going to do the actual work here. Everybody who's watching this, we're going to scan her. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed. Relax, relax, relax. Relax, relax, relax. Okay, we're going to go. Keep your eyes closed. I know they want to open, but keep them closed. Tell yourself to just relax. Tell your brain to relax. It's nothing but relax, relax, relax. I'm now going to scan down a little bit more. Just breathe. If you have to breathe in, and breathe out of your nostrils a few times. Relax yourself. It's okay to relax. Everything will be okay. Just relax. Everything will be okay. Everything will be okay, sister. Just relax. I think I'm coming close to what I feel is an implant right about here. I'm going around your back area to your spinal area. Tell me if you feel it.
Yep.
Right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to neutralize the implant. Keep your eyes closed. Take a deep breath in. Keep your eyes closed. Breathe out of your nostrils. Do that as many times as you need to. Just allow yourself to relax, please. You're well protected now. You're well protected, sister. Yeah, any bell, we're taking out an implant remotely. Relax. Okay, now we're going to neutralize it more. I'm going to shoot beams of light over into this one side of your body. I have the implant in my hand. On the other end, half of it, I'm going to push it out of your body. It's okay. I'm going to take it out of your body. It's been in there for a lot of years, and it's blocked your consciousness a little bit and blocked your body. I'm going to take it out right now. I'm going to pull on it. It's not going to hurt. You might feel a pinch when I take it out of your skin. I'm pulling it out now. I've got complete control. I have complete control here. Almost out. Almost out. It's been in there for a long time. I've taken the whole thing out of you. I'm going to destroy it in a minute. Okay? I'm going to tug on it here. I'm going to actually go shake it a little bit so you can feel the end of it. Do you feel it? I'm going to take it right out of you. You're going to be okay. I promise you. I promise you. Right now, I'm going to pull it out. And I'm destroying the implant. I'm shooting light energy into your body where the implant was. I'm doing healing energy. I'm pulling it right out of there. And I'm now destroying the implant and any residual energy of the implant in your body. You're going to be okay. I know the implant caused you a lot more pain. We're taking everything out of there. I'm taking the whole thing out of your body. This was a big implant, but I'm destroying it. Relax, relax. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Almost out. Tell me when. I almost have it all out. Almost. Almost. I'm shooting now beams of light into the body where the implant was. I'm destroying all the molecular structure of the implant, dissolving the implant. What's in your body, it's all being dissolved. I'm shooting light energy into the bottom, all the way up through the head area. I'm destroying any residual effects of the implant. I'm going to force them away from you. I'm going to force the negative ETs away from you right now. I'm going to actually force them to leave the area. Leave the area. They're going to leave the area now because I'm going to go after them. Leave the area. Leave the area. Leave her alone. Leave the area. Leave her alone. Leave the area. Leave her alone. They're not going to fight with me. The Zeta better not be fighting with me because they have to leave her alone now. I'm going to shoot beams of light all over the place and we're going to get them. They need to leave now. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. This is Ashtar Command. You don't fool around with the Ashtar Command, Zeta. Leave her alone. Now. Okay, I almost got it out. Almost all out. Almost all out. Now I'm going to shoot rays of light through your head, and anything that's still in there will be destroyed automatically. Automatically destroyed. I'm going to force them away from her. I'm working now on the outer part and the inner part of her body. The Zeta cannot handle the light energies that I'm going to be putting in here. I will do whatever I have to do to get rid of them. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Get out of her energy field. Leave her alone now. It says they don't leave her alone. I'm going to be shooting some beams at them, and they're not going to like it. Okay, keep your eyes closed. I'm now pulling the rest of it out. It will be destroyed in just a second here. We're not going to give up on you until we get all of that out of there. They cannot touch me. I'm going to destroy their implant. And here's the one last area here, around the neck area. I'll pull that right out of the neck area. Your neck is going to feel more comfortable after I pull it out. You're going to be okay, sister. Breathe in and breathe out. I want you to just say the millionth thing right now to say is, I am a Christed being. I am a Christed being of light.
I'm the what? Christ?
You're a Christed being of light. I am a Christed being of light.
I'm a Christ of being of light.
I'm a Christed being of light. I'm a Christed being of light. I'm a Christed being of light. I'm a Christed being of light. I'm a Christed being of light. They don't like that. But it's going to be the one thing that they don't like. They're going to leave. I'm a Christed being of light. We're going to liberate her from the negative ETs that have implanted her. I'm not stopping until I get this implant completely out of her system. Yes, she was. I'm going to force them out. I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm going to kind of do this. I'm going to really amp up the beams of light energy. I'm going to shoot it through her eyes and into her brain, into the cellular structure. I'm going to now go closer to her head with my palm of my hands. I'm now touching her head. I'm now enclosing the beams of light around her. And if there are any Zeta there, they're going to leave now. I have control, they don't. 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 I have control of the energy now. They don't. I'm in control. They don't. They don't like the fact I'm in control. They have to leave. I'm in control. They don't. Ashtar Command is in control, Zeta. You're not. Ashtar Command is control. She has Ashtar Command energy now in her.
Excuse me. I'm on video. Okay. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, family.
Okay, that's okay. Keep your eyes closed. Tell me how you're feeling right now.
Actually,
How you feel?
pretty good.
Okay.
A little
How'd you
lighter.
feel before?
I was
A little
feeling a lot
lighter?
of tense around my head and crawly and stuff. And when
Yeah.
you pull out my neck, because I have a lot of pain in my neck all the time, and it feels pretty good right now.
Okay. So yeah, I've got to tell you, people watching this, I've worked really hard with people. Sometimes I have to. The Zeta, when they do implants, sometimes they want to keep attached to those people physically. And so right now, before we started, I know there was a lot of stuff that was affecting your body, right? Correct?
Yeah.
How do you mentally and physically feel right now?
Light.
Light. You don't
Light.
feel that you have something in blocking you in your body anymore, do you?
No.
No, okay, good.
No.
I had to work really hard on this one, sister, but I did
Thank you
because
so much.
they were trying to come back in, and I kicked their
Oh,
butts.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I want you to stay with me here. I've got some gifts for you. I'm gonna
Okay.
I want to give you a gift. I'm giving you a few gifts. My first gift is I want you to close your eyes. We're going to put a shield around your body, and I'm going to do this. You're going to feel the energy. I'm going to get my hands close to your forehead, above your head. I'm going to put a light suit around your body, and you'll still feel this. Just relax. Just relax. And in a minute, tell me when you feel it. I'm putting a shield around your body right now, and you can tell me I'm shooting the heat energy to create the shield. I feel the aura of your head energy. Do you feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good, good. I'm going to put this shield over your body, and you'll be protected for the rest of your life. I'm going to also reshield it. Let me do this one thing here. A reshield. Okay. And my cat's here. I know, huh? Okay. And I'm going to put the shield around your body. I'm also going to do something right now. I'm going to shoot beams of energy in your house, all over your house, in every room. I'm going to clear out all the energy from the Zeta. I'm going to beam up and clear all the energy, residual energies from years living in that home. I'm also putting a shield around your property. So I'm putting a bubble of light, an invisible shield that will protect your property. And give me a second. And I'm shooting energy into that room and every other room in your house. And this is my unconditional gift to you from me.
Thank
Okay.
you.
And I want you to say these words. This is very important. I'm working on my space consciousness for people watching the show here. My space consciousness is my Christed cosmic consciousness. And I'm God bless you, Missy. And she just sneezed. But so what we're going to do is do this. I want you to say, I am
I am
a Christed being,
a Christ to being.
Christed being, Christed being.
Christ, Christ to be.
No, not Christ to be. You're getting there. Christed being, like a being
Oh,
something.
being. Oh, being. Yeah.
A Christed being.
Christ to being
You're doing good. Of light.
of light.
I am unconditional love,
Unconditional love.
and I am free from negative ETs.
And I'm free from negative ETs.
And I will never be abducted or anything again.
And I will never be abducted or anything again.
Hmm. Okay, you're doing good, sister.
Thank
You're
you.
doing good. You won't have any more missing time or problems again. Now you can focus on the other end of the coin, which is your star beingness, your star seed. So to do that, I want you to practice doing 20 minutes of meditation when you can. I want you to focus on asking yourself, as a Christed being of light through meditation, elevate your levels of light through higher dimensional music. And you can do that through YouTube or Spotify, whatever you want to do, ambient meditation music or that kind of thing. And as you meditate, do deep breathing exercises like it could be Om or You, higher vibrational energy. And as you discipline your focus, you'll be getting yourself ready to contact with your star family because everybody has one. You do
Okay.
too. All
Thank
right.
you.
I want to thank you, Georgina.
You're welcome. And thank you. It's,
Okay.
yeah, I've been
And if
heavy
you,
on
and
me.
yeah, I know. Well, the heaviness has been taken out of you, and you can now
Yeah.
relax and enjoy the rest of your life.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. You have a wonderful night.
You too, Georgina. Thank you so much. All
Bye
right,
bye.
we're going to bring her down. That was a tough one. That was a really tough implant removal. You know, that was a tough one, but we did it. I don't, when it comes to implants, I never ever give up on anybody. I usually will be the winner at the end of the day. or whatever, I usually will be the winner in a battle against the implant. I will get the implant out of there. Yeah. Thank you, Melody. Does an implant show on x-rays? It could. A good question, Electra. It could show on x-rays. It could show. Thank you, Gilly. So last night we took out a major implant, and tonight I did it again. Yeah, the Zeta half plant, the Zeta tried everything to stop it. Those Zeta were getting me a little bit annoyed. You know, the Zeta don't want to get the commander annoyed when they've implanted somebody because I'm going to go after the Zeta. Matter of fact, I'm sending energies, beams of light in her area to go against the Zeta. Wherever they are, we're going to send them off planet. So Zeta are going bye-bye. Zeta are going bye-bye. Bye-bye, Zeta. Goodbye, Zeta. Some of the implants are very metallic. Some of them are not. Some of them are like organic and they move around. There are different types of implants. Very good question, Jen. But I usually, even the worst ones, I usually get them out and destroy them. The biggest implants I've taken out took a little bit more time than others, but I usually get them out and destroy them. If it's a living implant, meaning a moving implant, I have to catch the implant and corner it in on the body and then neutralize it. This one here was kind of big. It took me a little bit of time. I was pulling it out, and it was actually, some implants are not like what you call round. Some implants are actually really big. I don't like the implants that are like long, that when you pull them out of the body, they're still going and they're like long. And eventually I have to use my other palm of my hand to dissolve the implant and kind of like use beams of light to dissolve it so I can pull the end of the implant out. So when you might call it galactic surgery, the commander's doing kind of galactic surgery, getting an implant out. It's like my palm of my hands are the things that I use, you know. I have not heard back from him. I'm not sure what happened, Bazilla. So tell me, I'm going to bring you up. You saw me on the ship last night. We're going to try to bring my friend Bazilla up. And my cat is doing her thing. Okay, let's see. Someone asked me about the palm. Billy says, Palm, if your hand and beams of light, can you please show? Well, you're not really going to see them. Well, you might. But here's the palms of my hand. I'm not really doing anything. And you might not even see anything. Let me just do something here. And if you do see something, then you have a very advanced ability to perceive the energy. So I'll do this here. Okay, let me just do this here. You can't really see it. That's what I got in the background there. But I want you to see that. That's really cool. That's part of the meditation thing. But anyway, I'm going to do this here. I'm not suggesting anyone's going to see anything, but you said you wanted to see if you can see anything. Thank you. This is my palm. And again, I don't know that anyone's going to see anything. I don't really focus on that so much when I do the implant removals. Just put one hand here, maybe one hand here. Yeah. So this is what I do for folks that are new to my show. I am from space. I'm Ashtar Command. I'm actually a real space person in human form. And I've been gifted by my father to take out implants in human beings that have been abducted. There's other things I can do with my gift, but mainly I've been doing this. I can take out implants. Okay, so first time I've actually shown my palm. And I feel a lot of heat energy coming out of me. Yeah. Behind me, just to show you, I have some beautiful stuff behind me here. Hold on a minute. Check that out. That's in the background. And like I said, pretty soon I'll show you the whole meditation room here. It's like a spaceship here.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Okay, my app just spoke. Don't say anything. My app just said, I'm not sure how to help you with that. I didn't even speak to her. I said nothing to her, and she said, I'm not sure how to help you with that. I know it's going to get weirder. When that happens, you know something weird's going to happen between now and 1 o'clock in the morning. They're all behind me here. I'm not ready to show everything yet because the room is not completely ready, but I do have a lot of crystals here. Matter of fact, here's one. Now this one, somehow, you're going to see this one here. I'm going to go back into the green screen in a minute. So I show you this crystal. You see this one here. Should I show it to you like this? Yeah. What does this look like, folks? Let's see, can I show you this? What does this crystal look like? We're coming in for a landing. Oh, thank you, Kathy. It's good to have you with us, Kathy. Welcome to Encounters. What does this look like? No, you're not seeing it. Let me try to do this here. What does this look like? I can't. You see something? Like maybe a spaceship? Maybe a spaceship. Spaceship? Spaceship. Yes, now you got it. Spaceship. I got this years ago. Okay? A spaceship. 90% of you got it right. Nope, a spaceship. Very perceptive. Now I'm going to turn it the other way. Spaceship. All right. I'm going to put that back where it was. I don't want to. Okay. We're going to go back to the green screen here. I wanted to share a little bit of stuff here. Little by little, you'll get to see the intergalactic room this is going to be turning into pretty shortly. We'll give you a grand tour. Just a little bit. Thank you, Mr. Prayer Fox. Good to have you with us, everybody here. Thank you for being here, everybody. We appreciate it. We're over 100,000 likes. Please also go to my little area where it's a blue little round thing. Press the follow button and the red button for following a person. I want everyone to follow me. Plus, press the like button on my main page. Hey, sis, good to see you. iRay19, welcome. Lisa Lewis. Lisa, thank you. Excuse me for the gifts. And we'll do some interviews with people too. Diana, thank you for the roses. I appreciate that. I am so amped up here tonight. I'm just happy to be with everybody. Glad you're all here. You're all beautiful people. Remember that. Don't let anybody ever tell you, can babies be abducted? Of course they can. I've not run into a baby being abducted. I've heard stories, but I've not run into that here in my lifetime in terms of the last 20 plus years of being involved in all this kind of stuff. But that's a great question. I'm pretty sure babies have been abducted, probably with their mothers, or even whole families have been abducted. And I've had people on here. I really like your work. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Hey, Lillian, good to see you. Don, welcome to the show. Yeah, animals can be abducted. Animals do get abducted. Historically, there's been abductions of animals too. But I think there's more humans that get abducted than actual animals, but there's no statistic that I can relate to in terms of that. Sophia, thank you for the gifts. No statistic. I can't even speak English anymore. No statistics. I can't even get that word out that actually would send, kind of tell anything. Welcome, Salty Dog, everybody coming in here. So the way I like to do this, hey, Elaine and Robert, welcome. Have I been on a ship? I'm pretty sure I've been on a ship over my years, but the problem with me is I never remember anything for the most part. Um, I'm a telepathic communicator, so I get more telepathic communication from the space family than I do remembering if I go on a ship. I'm sure I've been on ships before, but I know like some people, my memory for being on a ship doesn't come back to me in the morning when I wake up. I'm pretty sure I do go on the ship. Aloha, 22LL. Let me see if I can see your comment. I see your comment saying, can you see my comment? Um, I think the best thing for me, since I can't see the comment, is to Sue's talking to Sue House says Aloha 22LL, can you see? Oh, that's for somebody else. I'm just reading comments here. Why some abductees go crazy when returning? Um because I think they've been affected by really negative situations with the Zeta or reptilians, and they might have been too far gone after having those negative experiences to have anybody to talk to. And a lot of times, if they do go, let's say hypothetically, someone who's been abducted does go crazy. I would think unless they have somebody they know they can talk to through the situation they went through, there are groups that get together of abductees that talk it out. They share what happened to them. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see here. Hey, Alien Express, welcome. When I see interesting names like Alien Express, I'm like, okay, this person must be interesting. This person must be interesting. So I'm going to ask the question. This is how I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do right now. Who out here, and honestly, don't be afraid to come out of the closet. There's almost 400 of you out here. Who out here is having contact with positive space beings? I'm talking about physical contact. Now, some of you I know, I've had you on the show before. I want to take the unknown person watching this show who's sitting here saying, he's asking who's had contact physically and been taken on a spaceship or visited. I know out of this amount of people, 335, some of you are being contacted. Who is it? I read energy out here. Somebody and more than someone is being contacted. Who are you? Don't be afraid. Sophia, right. Come on. Actually, Sophia, I might want to just bring you up. How many more people are being contacted that have never been on live with me? I want to know. Don't be afraid. I'm not going to bite you. I want to know who's been contacted. I'm a contactee, so I can relate. And when it says, I've seen things, but I've small. Rachel Jose says, I've had interesting encounters as a child. Interesting. So I'm going to be very random. I'm going to bring up Alien Express first, then I'm going to bring up the other person. Alien Express, you're invited to Encounters to come on as a guest. I hope you'll accept my invitation. It's free. All right. And welcome, Alien Express. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
I'm really happy to meet you. So I want to try to bring you up on the screen. You got pressing my camera button. And
Uh,
if,
yeah, hold on. Let me
take your
turn on
time.
light. I'm in the dark.
Oh, you're in the dark. Yeah, the light is a good thing to have.
Yeah, 1 second.
Folks, you're watching Encounters all over the world, the #1 spiritual UFO talk show here on TikTok. So welcome everybody to our broadcast.
Hi.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to press the button again. Okay, when I press it, there you go. Oh, there you go. Hey, Alien
Hi.
Express. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. So tell us
Hi.
about, yeah, where are you located? And tell us a little bit about yourself and our audience around the world, what your experiences, how they started and so forth when you were younger.
So I've had maybe a few encounters. I do identify as a starseed. And I do feel as though I've had maybe some encounters now. I do see these uh space like I wouldn't say space, like entities above Seattle. I'm from
Entities.
Seattle.
Seattle, okay.
Hmm. And so I do see these very interesting objects in the sky around Seattle lately, that some things have been like been going unnoticed. I do recognize those things. But as a child, uh I remember having a very interesting encounter with some like insect creature or being
Mm-hmm,
that
mm-hmm.
was in my house.
In your house.
Hmm. It looked like an ant. It
Okay,
was big.
interesting.
It
Wow.
was very big, and I actually looked into this where it was where the natives around here recognize it as, it's I think it's a more interdimensional being
Okay.
that comes from the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and there's a lot of like Native American history here in
Hmm.
Seattle. So they kind of have these connections, and
Yeah.
I absolutely like have seen these beings before. I've seen these giant insect beings.
Wow.
And for a long time, I remember having this encounter with one of them where it almost like looked at me as though it was surprised that I was seeing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it did scare me. Um but I think I also scared it too, that it like recognized that I was there.
Right.
But and it recognized that I saw it too.
Wow. That's amazing.
Um but I'm thinking like I do sense these things. I do see them. I think they recognize me too. Um and I feel more activity has been going on, especially in my area, where I think they're um connecting with people now, you know.
Yeah. So do you
Uh,
think that there are in your area in Seattle, and I do believe this to be true, there's an increase all over the world of increased activity of contact by individual beings or space beings of different types with Earth people like yourself and others that are
mhm,
starseed. So I think it's very true what you're saying. You know, it's happening everywhere, even on this part of the world. We're in New England and people in Europe and other places. I'd say right now as we're talking, I'm sure somebody somewhere in a village somewhere in Europe, Switzerland,
mhm,
or somewhere is having direct contact with a space person or being.
mhm. Yeah.
We don't know what they are, but they're out there. You
Yeah,
know.
it's become exciting. I'm excited. I'm ready for the shift to happen. I'm ready for people to wake up, you know. Um it's very interesting times. I think I'm going to be, I've kind of recognized that it's a place that I've signed up to be in, a time I've signed up to
Right.
be in and experience and help other people with. And I'm recognizing that. And so that's what I'm going to be doing.
Wow.
You know.
It's a beautiful thing. So, and even now at this later age in your life as a young person, an adult person, you're having contact still, correct? In a way, or not?
Yeah. I feel like the way that I've been contacted has been more of um kind of I feel as though it's been like messages and telling me, guiding me, moving me in certain directions. Not necessarily any like I don't have any stories to tell you as far as like grand like
Right,
um
right.
contacts that I've had, but or anything, but I don't know, maybe I will. But um I feel as though I've been kind of moved along, and I feel as though I have a hand maybe in the ascension. So
Yeah, like a way shower, someone who's going to help in Seattle for those the
mhm,
millions of people that live out in that part of the world. You're going to
mhm,
be a beacon of hope and life for those people, And
yeah.
I think every star seed and your level of calmness, and I can tell you have a lot of good energy, and you know that you came from somewhere else in this human experience. Just like a lot of the people in my audience, many of them realize they came here. They don't know where they came from, but they came to Earth to do mission work, right?
Yeah.
So we're getting so close to contact this year that this is the time that we've all been, waiting for. But now we're not here to wait. We're here to do the work on the
Hmm.
ground crew level to assist people on Earth that are going to be asleep. Maybe it could be the next door neighbor, the little grandma coming out of the house saying, "What's this spaceships over my house?" They're going to need a person like you, me, and others
Hmm.
here around the planet to help them.
Yeah, absolutely. I identify with that path. I do.
Yeah,
Even been told that I've had like Arcturian um starseed like what's the word? Like lineage.
yeah, yeah. The lineage.
Yeah. So
You know.
I do identify with that quite a lot.
Mm.
Yeah.
And as we're speaking, one of my friends, Ashley, has a spaceship over her house. Now she's in a car. She has a spaceship right now as we speak
Yeah.
that she's right
I'm
over.
sure. I'm sure they're around here, Seattle too, because actually I had a weird experience actually. When I was on my way to work one morning, I saw a plane like sitting in the sky, completely not moving. And I
Wow.
don't know what that might have been. It may be like some sort of hologram or something,
Yeah.
but it was just sitting in the sky, not going anywhere. And I,
Yeah.
I was looking around like, does anybody else see this? I
Right.
don't know.
Well, you have to go with your own feelings internally. Sometimes our mind questions the brain will question what we think. The inner guidance, our higher self, knows the truth.
Mhm.
Our mind doesn't always know the truth. It's smart. It's good for going to the market, getting good food on sale, whatever. But our higher self, which is a higher self of every single person in human form, we don't always go to the higher self. Most people try to analyze things in their brain. Instead of going in here, they go here. This is the
Mhm.
mistake. This is not.
Mhm.
I use the
Yeah.
brain for other earth-based things that are not really that much important. But here is where
Mhm.
all the cosmic stuff is, right in our higher self.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
Thank
well, thank you for
you.
taking the time to come up here and share a little bit of yourself with our worldwide
Yeah,
audience. I'm
of
following you
course.
now. I believe I am. I should
Oh
be.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
are.
am.
You are. You
All right,
are.
so I'm glad to have you on here. I'm going to bring the other two people on here
Okay. All
and
right.
see what's happening. Everybody,
Thanks,
thank you for
Commander.
having you out in Seattle area on planet
Yeah.
Earth.
Have a
Another
good
good
night.
star seed, you as well. And let's do this here. I'm going to go backwards here. I'm going to go backwards so I can find the comments here. Let's see. And again, I might have to say, let's see. Now, I'm going to, Ashley has a spaceship over her somewhere. Where's Ashley? She's in a car. I know that. Now, she said the spaceship was going right over her. She disappeared. She left. Wouldn't that be interesting if Ashley, I don't think it happened, but could you imagine? She said the ship is right over my car. She had to go. Okay. Well, I'm hoping when she had to go, well, the ship was either past her car, so you got to go. And it happened at around the same time she said the ship went over her. Yeah, I think the ship is following her. See, these are the things that happen on encounters. Breaking cosmic news. Right in the sky. One of my moderators over where she is has a spaceship going over a car. Amazing. I think she's probably trying to get video. Yeah, she probably did. Hey, Sebastian. So here's what I want to do. I want to know out of almost 400 people here, and I know this to be true. Number one, I want to know people that have not been live on my show who are, again, please say, Commander, I've been having contact with space people physically. If you've been having physical contact with positive space people and you've never, ever recently said anything about it, yeah, she was driving towards it. Yep. And you've never said anything about it. I want to hear your story. I want you to come forward. I'm a contactee. I can, hey, hippie chick, good to see you. I want to hear some people come forward for the first time. And this is the best show to come on and share your story. Now, so there's a few other people that had told me request up, Van Z. Okay. And again, if anyone else has had any contact with positive, I'm talking real contact. I'm not talking about no contact. I'm talking real contact. So let's see. Van Z will be our next guest. And again, how many people, again, is the question, who here is having contact physically with star people or space people of the positive kind? How many people here? Don't be shy. I'm going to look at the comments here and see who says yes or no or never had contact. That's okay, Catherine. You'll get there. Anybody? Jeffrey Giant. Jeffrey Giant. We're going to see. And we'll see here. Let's see. Jeffrey Giant. We can see if we can bring Jeffrey on audio. Jeffrey Giant 57. Who else? Anyone else? Consciously. There's got to be a few more people having physical contact. How would you know if you've had physical contact? So, Rogue, basically, it would be they would come to you. They would physically make contact with you in a subtle way, and then they would actually, make contact. Blondie says, Commander, how do we call them? How do we call them in? You mean the space people? Through meditation? You always want to learn how to do a Christ in meditation. And I just think, Maggie, if you feel like you have, you might. Let's see. Blondie says yes. Maggie, if you feel so, I'm going to bring. Let's see here, Maggie and Blondie. I'm going to do Maggie first, and then I'm going to bring. Or let me see here. Again, you have to be over 18. No smoking on the show. No drinking on the show. No drunks. No politics. No religion. No paranormal discussion. Let's see what happens, and then I'm going to bring up Blondie. Let's see how many. And I can bring up Blondie too. I'm going to follow Blondie. I'm just following you, Blondie. Lori Powell. Let's see here. You know what? Let me start with Blondie first, then I'm going to bring up Maggie. Okay, we'll bring up Blondie on the show here. Blondie, where are you? I just sent you a request to come up. Let's see here. Oh, no problem, Maggie. No problem. Blondie, are you there? No, thank you. Blondie, did you have contact? Did you say you had contact? Or am I incorrect? See, I'm conversing with people that are commenting. Ship flying over my head now. Oh, okay, incorrect. Okay, Blondie, thank you. Jen, ship flying over my head now. Is that coming from where? But I want to talk. I feel like I have as a child. Commander, hey, GG. Physical contact with space people. I'm coming out of the closet. Okay, we're going to bring you up, GG. GG Berlin, come on up. Let's see if we get GG Berlin up here on encounters. GG Berlin saying I'm having physical contact. And we'll see if we can bring her up. Ashley is probably videotaping a spaceship right now. Holly Mitchell, welcome to the show. Carol, thank you for the gifts. Carol, thank you for the gifts. Totally, I appreciate them. If you know my show, I drink apple cider. I drink apple cider almost on every show. Once in a while, some water, but apple cider tonight. Why drink apple cider, Lilith? Something I love apple cider. I'm in New England. I drink it all the time. Johnny Soto, welcome, Johnny. Everybody else coming in. Charles, welcome. You're watching Encounters. Good way to spend a Wednesday night into Thursday morning. And soon the end of the week will be here. La Porte Jewel, welcome, La Porte Jewel. I drink a lot of that. You haven't missed anything, Shattered. Just everything that's happening here will be on my YouTube channel. Hollywood, good to see you, brother. Wolfman, thank you for the gift. Thank you. Does the blood moon... Just looking at some notes here. I want to show a video of from February, and this shows spaceships or a spaceship over Poland. I want to show you this. I got some video here for the show. Let me see if I can find a video here. Whoops. That's not what I want. Wrong area. But how would you like to see a spaceship? This is out of Poland. Let me see if I can find it. A Polish situation here. Here we go. This is lights over Gdansk airport in Poland. I'm going to show you a video here, and this is for entertainment purposes only as we're doing this thing. And we'd love to interview people here as well. But we're going to show you some spaceship news. Okay. Give me a second. I'm going to switch the camera in a minute so you can see this. There comes the train. And let's see here. Right here. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is in Poland in February, late February. And this is in the air. The person's focusing on the really amazing stuff going on here. Yeah, there's air traffic, but there's also spaceship activity here. Let me see here. Let me see if there's any sound. Oh yeah, they're talking. They're talking in Polish. Oh yeah, there's the light right there. This is in Poland. This happened just last month. Right in Poland, folks. Outside of the main city. Great video. So things are happening all over the world, brothers and sisters. I'll be posting this video. You'll be seeing it. They're speaking in Polish. And these kinds of ships are really very high vibrational ships. These are really high vibrational ships. And look at it, just totally disappeared. Totally went out. I'm going to share that video on my, whoops, hold on a second here. Okay. Just going to turn the light back on here. All right. All right. A little bit of distortion in the audio, but that was from Poland. That was probably about the latter part of February on that particular recording. But there's a lot of activity happening all over the place. That's really the main thing. So I'm going to try to bring, maybe she can come on. Well, April's probably out there. Ashley's out there, I think, recording a ship that went over her car earlier. Welcome, GK and Tara. Welcome, Tara. So we are here on Encounters till 1 o'clock a.m. in the morning tonight, as usual, 2-hour show. Okay. Maybe. It could be. Could be. Thomas, welcome to Encounters. All the new people finding our show. Avier PM, welcome. Okay, let's see if I can bring. I'm going to try to bring Yvette up here. I've been trying to bring her up on the show. She's got a story to tell. You're welcome, Xavier. Good to have you with us. Kelly, welcome to the show here on Encounters, #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media. Teehee, welcome to the show. Dale, welcome. Georgia Roots, that's a good name. I am Carla. Hey, I am Carla. It looks like you like coffee. Get down, Gary. Welcome, Get Down, Gary. Kate, welcome, Kate. Thank you for the roses. Man, I appreciate that. Half Pint, thank you. Thank you for the live on air. I appreciate that too. All the gifts. And Linda and everybody coming in here, welcome to the show. I appreciate all the gifts to dolphins. I love dolphins, so thank you. Yes, Rogue says I'm walking my path, and that's the way it should be. Everyone should be walking their path when it comes to what's going to be happening on the planet. Lorna, have a great night. I'm glad you were here. Have a really good night, you know? Very, very good. Okay, I think we have somebody in queue here. We're going to bring up, let's see who comes up here. I'm being very random here. I was trying to bring up Bazilla, but I have not been able to. I just pressed the thing here. Commander, I can't tonight because my mom is staying with me. Don't want to wake her up. Oh, I think you should wake her up. She'd run in the room and say there's a spaceship landing in our backyard. No, I'm just kidding you. Don't do that. Don't do that. But come up another night. We'll bring you up for sure. Hey, Star, how you doing?
Hello, hello.
And Star is our friend from up north. north of Boston, who's been documenting all kinds of stuff, and I got a feeling you've been documenting some more stuff.
Yes, I have. You would be correct in that feeling.
So we're
So,
gonna. People have not met Star. She is a good friend of the show. She is documenting some really incredible footage, and oh, yeah, Bazilla. I'm gonna bring Bazilla up right after Star. Bazilla's coming up live, and I want to ask her about me being on the ship because I never remember anything. When it comes to
yes,
remembering
that's
being
my
on the ship,
sister. She's awesome.
she is awesome. She is. So, Star, come on in here. We're going to bring you up here on the camera and tell us what you've been seeing since the last time you were showing us video footage.
Well, I actually took a video yesterday. I'm actually outside right now to see if I
Okay.
could see anything. But I figured, I'll just come up and show you what I caught yesterday.
Yeah.
Just doing the same thing I usually do, just filming while I drive around, and I actually caught really, really, really fast moving UFOs. There's about like three of them in this video,
Okay.
and I like slow it down in the clip so you'll be able to see it, but there's like a circle which zooms in on it, so
Okay.
just look inside the circle when it plays. So that's a plane.
Right.
Wait till you see how fast these things go. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I see the little thing, the light reflection of a spaceship going below the plane, the jet.
Yep, there's two.
Yeah, there it is. There's two of them. I can see it. And
And
people
then
need to know. Yeah, go ahead.
there's actually another one in a little bit right here.
Can you zoom it in? Can you zoom that footage into the screen
Oh
more?
yeah, it'll zoom in towards the end right
Oh,
here.
will. Okay, good.
So here it is at first.
Oh, wow.
And then the next slide, it just jumps like straight up here.
Oh,
See
yeah, I
that?
see it. Look at that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's pretty good. Considering the situation, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's super fast. I mean, compared to the plane, it was really, really fast. And there were like three of them. So there's
Oh,
the other
wow.
one. These are like metal balls.
Metal balls.
They look like metal balls, metallic balls. Yeah.
So similar to what we had when we had all that hoopla last year with the things coming from overseas, and
Here, I'll
then
pause it here. See
yeah,
that?
yeah. Look, that's wild.
Sorry to interrupt you. What you were saying?
No, I'm just looking at that right now. So with the camera, you got a pretty good view of that and recorded all that. She's been documenting, and this has been happening almost every couple of days. She's documenting spaceship activity outside of Boston to the north of Boston, Massachusetts.
Yeah, just driving around. I mean, it's crazy the things that your phone can catch.
Yeah,
And these were like, there are three of them. So I don't know.
yeah,
And that's by like the contrail of the plane.
yeah. The contrail. So the plane is the contrail, and the other thing is right behind the contrail up in the sky. Pretty crazy.
Yep, right here. Here, I'll zoom in a little bit.
Oh wow, that's pretty amazing. And you have a lot of this stuff on your page too, correct?
Yep. So that look
Yeah.
how it moves. It goes here and it goes here.
In like a nanosecond, it went from one
Here.
spot to the other. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I'll actually replay it so you can see it like inside the circle.
Yeah.
Because these move really, really fast. No human-made thing could ever make. No human could ever make this ever.
I
Ever.
believe you. Oh yeah, see it there? It's blinking, folks. You can see it if you really look.
Yep. And if you slow it down, you could see it. You could see all the frames, but it's just so hard to capture.
Oh, right
a frame
there. Look
of
at
it.
that. Yeah, and when you bring it in, you can see that one right there. That was right below the wiring
Yep.
area.
And then it goes from here to up there.
and that you can see it's like when it happens, it's almost there it is right there. So they can go from one point of the sky to the other in like a nanosecond.
Yes, very fast.
Yeah, good thing. I wonder if we'd get dizzy if we were on one of their ships going that fast. I wonder if when you're inside their craft, if it doesn't feel like you're in any motion or anything.
You know
That's
what?
the unknown.
Did you see the UFO in the Manchester airport that landed on the tarmac?
Oh yeah, that was a while ago.
That's what they look like. They just look like metal balls like zooming through the sky. Like even I look back at my other videos and they
Yeah,
literally just they have mass to them. They just look like circular metal balls or like white Tic Tacs. It's
yeah. That's what this looks like too. A white Tic Tac. Yeah, absolutely crazy.
yeah, but I just wanted to share that. I caught this yesterday around 4 p.m.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I want to thank you, Star, for being on here and sharing your stuff. Um, and I'm gonna go and for a second I'm gonna beam myself off planet. No, I'm just kidding you. But someday, I want to thank you for being here and showing some more footage.
Yeah, thank you so much. Glad to come
All
up.
right. And Star is our regular contributor of the Intergalactic from the north of Boston, Massachusetts. We'll bring it down here and give me 1 second, folks. And give me a second. We'll be right back. I'm going to bring another person up here, which is going to be Bazilla. I think I got it here. Let's see. After she goes up, then prime time will be next. Uh, Elon Musk will not get any astronauts, and Mars is off limits to him. Matter of fact, he's going to be contained to planet Earth.
Hi, Commander. Can you
Bazilla,
hear me?
I can hear you. I'm on the spaceship right now. Let me bring you into the ship here on camera.
I'm gonna keep the camera off tonight because I'm not camera appropriate and I don't want to get you
Oh, I don't
bananas.
want to get in trouble. No, let's be okay. So we're just going to just keep you on camera appropriate, so to speak. So tell us. You said earlier, all kidding aside, that you saw me on the ship last night.
Yeah, we were doing some training last night. I'm actually pretty sore from it. I feel like I got hit by a truck.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
The gym and did a full body workout. But yeah, you were in the middle of training like for your communications and your your broadcasting and stuff like that for the event. I know you don't remember when you do go
I
up.
never. I don't remember. Only once do I remember going on the ship last year, and I was in a big white room where they had like a control panel area and a big white seat, like it was really comfortable. And all I
Mhm.
remember is you sit in the seat, and they told me where I'd be broadcasting, and that's all I can remember. And there were other tall men and women who were space people there with me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they want you to know that the training that you're doing, even though you don't remember the training that you're doing, you're actually integrating it into the reality with the show. Your show is going to be what the broadcasting event is going to be on. And they're saying that
Hmm.
the broadcasting event is already happening. Like as more and more people start to wake up and start coming in contact, your show is going to keep on growing, growing, growing until it's an international broadcast.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
it
So
kind of is international because there's no
yeah,
limitations.
it's already international. So
Yeah.
you get everyone from all around the world. So that's just you as the time continues to go on and contact
Hmm.
continues to integrate into our reality. It's
Yeah.
just going to pick up from there, and that's what you've been training for. And all the training that you do go up on ship to do, you bring it back to the show and you integrate it into the show wonderfully. They're really proud of you.
Yeah. No, but and I do know that when April, Chesno, and let's see, Kit Kat and Johnny are going when the ship comes over Washington D.C. It's supposed to make a landing near the White House. I'll be on the ship, and the way I understand it is, I'll be at that point making a broadcast sort of like a short broadcast to the planet on all TV networks around the world.
Yeah.
But again, there's no way of knowing when they're going to come and tell me. They'll come when they're ready to come through the rift. They'll take me on the ship, and I'll be there.
Yes, definitely. And yeah, like I was saying before, contact is already here. Contact is already here. We see contact happening every single night. And like Ether was saying last night as well, is that there's so many of our star family reaching out, and the people are just not listening. And the reason
Yeah,
why people are not listening is because they're expecting and waiting for this extravaganza, but
they're
it's not.
waiting. That's right.
Yeah. So
Oh,
for you guys, the for the ones that are waiting, you guys are actually blocking off of your contact, and you guys have to change your perception and your perspective on what you think contact is, because they're contacting us already through everything.
yeah, they are in the dream state through telepathy. A lot of people don't realize that you're not supposed to be here waiting. People that are UFO enthusiasts, and there are a lot of them on TikTok. You're not supposed to be here waiting, for contact to happen. You're supposed to be part of the contact.
Yes. Yes. And you are part of the contact. We are disclosure, and we are contact, and we are the shift. And you guys have to
Yeah.
remember. Yes,
All right,
definitely.
Bazella. So I think it's about that time again. 1 o'clock in the morning goes quick, but we're now Thursday, one day away from Friday, one day away from the weekend. So there
Yeah.
you go. And Bazella,
Yes,
I want to
definitely.
thank you for updates for sure.
No problem. Thank you for having me up always, Commander.
Yeah,
Peace,
definitely.
love,
We
and
appreciate
prosperity
you.
to you and to everyone. Have safe travels, everyone. Love you guys.
Okay, and then we have Plain. I think it's Plain Nemo or Plain Mo. Plain Mo. Plain Mo. We'll bring you up tomorrow night. If you get on tomorrow night, we'll bring you up on Thursday evening. Bazella, everybody who's a contactee who went physically off the planet. And let me just do this here. Let's see. I'm not doing the wrong thing. Here we go. All right. So you're watching Encounters. Give me a moment here. And tomorrow night we'll be starting fresh with new guests. And if you're looking to be a guest tomorrow night, please come up. And we'd be happy to have you with us. I want to thank everybody for all the gifts tonight, and all our guests who came up this evening. We'll be on tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern, and you're watching and have been watching Encounters, the number one spiritual UFO talk show. So Ashley says, and Yvette also will have her come up tomorrow. Ashley says, so it was an orb that went down, and as I was going that way, a drone came right over me from behind. Interesting, Ashley. We'll have to hear that story tomorrow night, everybody. Anyway, it's time for me to say goodbye. I want everyone to go to my main page, and press the follow button. If you're not following me on the red button, press the red button and also the like button. I want to thank everybody for being here, and it's time for me to depart. Take care, everybody. Everybody, peace, love, and light. Time to go off planet.